Welcome, my friends. You are watching another fantastic episode of Lightningrod Collectibles Live. Purveyors of fine pop culture ephemera. Now simulcast on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Bringing you the best and the coolest from the diamond, modern, copper, bronze, silver, and even the golden age of comics. You are watching episode number 439, and I remain your host, Michael D. Lepine. Welcome, my friends, one and all. We've got such a great show for you today. It's a continuation of yesterday's show. Since we had some technical difficulties towards the end, and I apologize for that. But we are not defeated by those unfortunate technical difficulties. So, welcome to Lightningrod Collectibles, episode number 439. And I remain your host, Michael D. Lepine. So good to have you with us today. I'm going to put in our feed for both Facebook Live and YouTube Live exactly what's going on today's show. Let me just plug this information in for you. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay. At the very top is the list of what we've got going on today's show. Hey, Reyes. Reyes Galavis has just joined us. So here's the thing. This show is based on the concept of make me an offer. So if you see something that you like, we encourage you, please do not hesitate to make an offer on it. Don't be afraid that you don't know what the value of the item is. Make the offer. Because if I like the offer, I being Lightningrod, then I will say yes, and I will do my happy dance of joy. But of course, not in front of the camera. But if I feel your offer is too low, I will make you a counter offer. You'll have three choices at that point. To either walk away from the deal, which I hope you won't do, because I'm trying to sell these books to the general loving public, hoping that there's somebody out there that would want it, and I know there is. And I want to sell it to you because you're expressing an interest in it. That's option one. Option two, you accept Lightningrod's counteroffer. I only really want you to do that if you feel the counteroffer is a reasonable one. Option three is you make a counteroffer of your own. So it should be higher than your initial offer, but it also should be lower than my counteroffer. If I still feel it's low, I will make a second counteroffer. And you'll immediately notice that my second counter offer is of lesser value than the first counter offer I made. So the idea here is I'm giving you subsequent counter offers that are lesser in value than the one before. You're giving me higher counter offers than the ones you previously put down. The idea is you and I will meet somewhere in the middle, and hopefully we will strike up a deal that both of us will be satisfied with. You'll get the book you want or the item in question, and I will get the price I'm looking for in the price range I'm looking for. Now, this does not stop anyone else from placing their own offer on the same book you're interested in. If they happen to do that, it's got to be higher than your highest offer on the table. And once that happens, an automatic bidding war begins between you and the second party. And I will just sit back and watch everything unfold. Watch everything unfold until a winner emerges. All right, my friends. We are going to start off with a very cool book. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. We're starting off with this as our first book. Let's slide this over. And we're starting off with something we call today's Lightningrod special value. This is definitely our opener. Today's Lightningrod special value. Here's what it is. In the grand tradition and borrowed from QVC, and of course one day I want to be able to call Lightningrod Collectibles the QVC of comics. We've got this book. Now, today's Lightningrod special value is a book or an item that we choose that has a high value to it, but is being offered at a supreme discount. And this book is definitely no exception. Let's put this in the feed. Putting it in our Facebook Live feed right now. And Reyes has just hello and shared us. Hello, hello, hello. We've got a cool thing we've got going on now. Whereas if you are the 10th person to share us in the course of the show, you will receive a free gift. That gift will be a grab bag with $25 worth of comics in it. That's going to be so cool. Unless you are already winning something on the show already. If the free gift This free grab bag is the only thing you win on today's show. We will require you to pay shipping costs. And the $25 worth of books could fit in a priority mail envelope, or it could fit in a priority mail box. So you're going to pay between $9 for the envelope and $17 for the box, depending on how many books makes up this grab bag pack. So as I was saying, this is the Bronze Age DC Comics Today's Lightningrod Special Value Weird Western Tales, Volume 1, Number 12. This is, and I'm going to put up the graphic right now. There it is. Bronze Age, DC Comics, today's Lightningrod Special Value, Weird Western Tales, Volume 1, Number 12. This issue features stories by John Albano, Carrie Bates, Sergio Aragonés, the Mad Magazine guy, and Dennis O'Neil and Ed Herron. The art inside is by Tony DeZuniga, Neil Adams, inked by Bernie Wrightson, Nick Cardy, and Carmine Infantino. The cover is by the late great Joe Kubert. This is a 52-page formatted issue. It is the first issue under its new title change. It was previously known as All-Star Western up until its 11th issue. And that was published in April-May of 1972. Featuring Jonah Hex, El Diablo, Batlash, and the Indian lawman Pow Wow Smith. The Pow Wow Smith story is the only reprint from the Golden Age from Western Comics number 58, July-August 1956. This issue of Weird Western Tales was published in June-July of 1972. The grade range is 7.0, fine, very fine, to 8.0, very fine plus condition. The value of this comic, given the grade ranges, is between $120 and $180. Today's Lightningrod special value is $75. This is a buy it now. There is no make me an offer on this book. This is a straight up buy it now. $75 takes it, and the first person to place that as a buy it now at $75 will get this great book. And it's not going to be on for long because we have a today's special value countdown timer, which we are going to put up right now. Again, this is today's Lightning Rod special value. Weird Western Tales, Volume 1, Number 12, from the Bronze Age of DC Comics. We've got the talent of John Albano, Cary Bates, Sergio Aragonés, Dennis O'Neil, Ed Herron, Tony DeZuniga, Neil Adams, with inks by Bernie Wrightson. By the way, that El Diablo story in the book is the Neil Adams and Bernie Wrightson story. Nick Cardy, Carmine Infantino, and a Joe Kubert cover. With Jonah Hex, El Diablo, Batlash, and Pow Wow Smith stories. June, July 1972. Grade range is 7.0, fine, very fine, to 8.0, very fine plus condition. The value range is between $120 and $180. Lightning Rod special value for today, $75. And we have 1 minute and 35 seconds remaining. How do you like our countdown clock for today's Lightning Rod special value? Once the clock times out, the book will go away. One minute, 15 seconds. And me personally, I think the El Diablo story is the most gorgeous looking story in the entire book. That alone is worth the price of admission. Neil Adams, inked by Bernie Wrightson. Oh my God. 50 seconds remaining in today's Lightning Rod special value. We'll be doing a lot more of these special values. Thirty seconds remain. Fifteen seconds. Well, time is up on this item. So we will move on. But we will see this book again. Now, you can always have me bring this book back in front of the screen after it goes, which is why I say all the time, whatever does not sell is still available. Also, we're going to have a total of 5 trivia questions during the show. And if you answer those correctly, you'll get a free book. All right, my friends, we are moving on. This is an awesome book. Here we have Alien, the Illustrated Story. Let's get that put in the feed. It is a Bronze Age, heavy metal publishing. Make me an offer item. All right. Alien, the illustrated story, original graphic novel, first and only issue. This is adapted from the 20th Century Fox motion picture, Alien, which starred Ian Holm, John Hurt, Tom Skerritt, Yaphet Kotto, Veronica Cartwright, and Sigourney Weaver. The story adaptation is by Archie Goodwin. The art and the cover are by Walt Simonson, and this is by far one of the best comic book adaptations of a major motion picture. This came out in 1979. The grade range is between 6.5, fine plus, to 7.5, very fine minus. This is still make me an offer. So making an offer applies here, but there is, as with most of our books, a minimum accepted offer. The minimum accepted offer on this book is $11. That means any offer that comes in that's lower than $11 in this case will not be considered. And while I'm at it, I got to tell you what's coming up next. We had it on the show last time. We're going to try it again. Deadman, Volume 2, issue number 1B is coming up next. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like and share our show on Facebook. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Lightningrod Collectibles. How many pages is this? I'll tell you in a second. The book is 64 pages. 64 pages. And it's awesome. It is an awesome book. There are few really well done movie adaptations in comic book form. Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back is one of them. This book is one of them. The serialized science fiction movie Outland in the pages of Heavy Metal magazine, drawn by Jim Steranko. That's another. The first 5 issues of Marvel's Logan's Run. That's another one. That was by George Perez and Klaus Johnson. Awesome work. Awesome pieces of work. And Reyes puts in an $11 offer on Alien, the Illustrated Story. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to put in a counter offer. Okay, the Alien original graphic novel counter offer is $21. So Reyes, would you like to make a counter offer? And Reyes offers $12. $12 is now the new counter offer on the table. The new counter offer from Lightningrod is $19. All right. Reyes is up to $14. That's the new counter offer from Reyes Galaviz. $14. The new Lightningrod counter offer is $18. And Reyes says $15. All right, the new Lightningrod counter offer is coming out of the gate. $17. And Reyes says sold at $17. All right. We have a sale. All right, two things we like to do on this show, and anybody who's been with us for a while knows this. The first thing we do is we put a post-it note on the winning book to show who won and by how much. Thank you very much. Doug Pettigrew has joined us. Hey, Doug, how are you? Welcome back. The second thing that we like to do is to give our winners their props, which basically means acknowledging their win in the feed. All right. Okay, we're going to move on now to our next item. All right. Well done indeed. Congratulations to Reyes Galaviz. We had this book on once before. We're going to try it again. Let's put this info into the feed. This is a Copper Age DC Comics Make Me an Offer item. It is Dead Man, Volume 2, Issue number 1, number 1B. It is a direct sales edition. It is one of the best Dead Man stories I've ever read, the most gorgeous art I've ever seen. And of course, that's because it's from fan favorite Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. The story is by Andrew Helfer, art and cover by Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. There are appearances in this issue by the mystical Ramakrishna, the Sensei, the leader of the League of Assassins, and the Batman himself. This was published in March of 1986. The grade range is between 7.5, very fine minus condition, to 8.5, very fine plus condition. The minimum accepted offer on this issue is $4. $4 is the minimum offer that will be accepted on this issue. Make me an offer. I have to tell you what's coming up next. After we're done with Dead Man, which will be in a few short moments, our next book will be Howard the Duck, Volume 1, Number 9. That's coming up next. Later on, we've got more great items for you, including books like Don Winslow of the Navy, Number 8 from the Golden Age of Comics, Fawcett Publications. Charlie Chan, Number 1 from Dell Publishing. The Monster of Frankenstein, Number 1 from Marvel. G.I. Joe Yearbook, Number 1. We have a Classics Illustrated issue, Number 147, Ben-Hur. Who's Who in Star Trek, the complete 2-issue set. The Incredible Hulk, Number 206. Whoever lives in the West Coast of the Western United States knows about the Bob's Big Boy restaurant chain. Well, they used to have their own comics, and we've got one for today's show. The Adventures of the Big Boy, Number 159. And so many other great items coming your way. One last call for now for Dead Man Volume 2, issue number 1B. Direct edition. Guest starring Batman, Ramakrishna, and the Sensei. By Andrew Helfer and Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. Look at the anatomy on him. Look at that. Look at those faces in the background. That's beyond awesome. Beyond awesome. All right. The minimum accepted offer on this issue is $4. We are going to move on to the next book. Please remember that anything that has not sold is still available. You can always PM me to make a deal with me later, or you can PM me to ask if I can bring a book back to the screen if it's still during the show. Anything that has not sold is still available. Another awesome book. Let's put this item into the feed. This is a Bronze Age Marvel Comics Make Me an Offer item. It is Howard the Duck, Volume 1, Number 9, Howard the Duck, Volume 1, Number 9. The story is by Steve Gerber. The art and cover are by Gene Colan and Steve Lealoha. Features the first appearance of the villainous Le Beaver. That's him on the cover. February 1977 was when this was published. The grade range is between 6.0, fine condition, and 7.0, fine, very fine condition. The minimum accepted offer on this book is $6. Make me an offer, my friends. Be sure to like and share the show on Facebook. If you like and share, and then type in the word shared in the comment feed, and be the 10th person to do so while we're on the air, you will receive a free gift. It is a mystery grab bag featuring $25 worth of comics in it. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Lightningrod Collectibles channel on YouTube Live. If you do so, and you are the 10th person to do so during the show, you will also win a free mystery grab bag filled with $25 worth of comics. Coming up next, we've got a Silver Age issue of Superman coming your way. Superman Volume 1, Number 168, coming up next. And it's a bit of a milestone issue. I will explain. All right, my friends, we're going to move on. Please remember, anything that has not sold is still available. And Susan just puts shared. Thank you, Susan. You are the second person on today's show to do so. Reyes being the first. All right. We have in front of us now a Silver Age DC Comics Make Me an Offer item. Superman Volume 1, number 168. Superman Volume 1, number 168. The stories, and there's a couple of stories in here, are by Edmund Hamilton and Leo Dorfman, both longtime Superman writers during the Golden and Silver Age. The art is by Kurt Swan and George Klein and Al Plastino. The cover is by Kurt Swan and George Klein. Of course, between the 1950s and the 1970s, Kurt Swan is the artist probably most associated with drawing the adventures of the Man of Steel. Now, here's why this is a key issue. This is a key issue because, and those of you that collect anything involving President John F. Kennedy, this might be of some major interest to you because this issue has a letters page section that's not a letters page section. The letters page in this issue was replaced because of the death of President John F. Kennedy, who, as we all know, historically speaking, was assassinated in Dallas on November 22nd, 1963. This issue was going to press at that time. So the editors of DC decided to pull the issue. I mean, they decided to pull the story that they were working on. Specifically, this story, Luthor Superhero and Lex Luthor Daily Planet Editor, those stories were not originally planned for this issue. There was a story planned where Superman got to meet President John F. Kennedy. That was the story that was pulled because of the notice that stunned the world that President Kennedy was assassinated. Sorry about that. A call was coming in. I could not answer it. So they pulled the story. There is a piece of artwork shown where the letters page would be in this issue, which shows you the preliminary artwork, which was drawn by Al Plastino, of Superman flying into the window of the White House to meet President John F. Kennedy. This story actually saw print 2 issues later. It actually appeared in Superman Volume 1, number 170. And the main reason why that story finally saw print was that John F. Kennedy's successor, the man who was his vice president, now at that time, President Lyndon Baines Johnson, requested that DC Comics run the story. So that's a big deal. That is why this is a key issue. This issue came out in April of 1964. The grade range is 3.5, very good minus, to 4.5, very good plus condition. The minimum accepted offer on this issue is $18. $18 is the minimum accepted offer on this issue. All right, my friends, we're going to move on in just a moment. But first, I'm going to tell you what the next book is. Coming up is the first issue of what turned out to be a major creative artist fanzine for the comic book industry, and that's Star Reach. Star Reach #1 is coming up next. All right, my friends, we're going to move on. Please know that anything that has not sold is still available. All right, let's put this in the feed. Oops, hold on a second. That's not the right one. There we go. This is a Bronze Age Star Reach Productions Make Me an Offer item. Star Reach, issue number 1. Star Reach, issue number 1. The stories inside, featuring the early works of Jim Starlin, Steve Skeets, Ed Hicks, and Howard Chaykin. The art is by Jim Starlin, Steve Skeets, Walt Simonson, and Howard Chaykin. The covers are by Howard Chaykin on the front and Jim Starlin on the back cover. This is a first printing issue. It is a comic-sized issue. They also did a magazine-sized format. This is a key issue featuring the first premiere issue of this comic book artist's fanzine. It is also the first appearance of the Howard Chaykin character, Cody Starbuck, which would later be seen in all of his glory within the pages of Heavy Metal magazine. This was published in November of 1977. The grade is 7.5, very fine minus, to 8.5, very fine plus condition. The minimum accepted offer on this issue is $7. Please like and share this show on Facebook Live. And then type in the word shared in the comment feed. Once you do that, if you are the 10th person to do this while the show is on the air, you will win a free mystery grab bag filled with $25 worth of comics. You will be asked for shipping charges. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Lightningrod Collectibles. If you do so, and you are the 10th person to do so while the show is on the air, you will also win a $25 value mini grab bag. Shipping charges will apply. We've got 3 minutes and 16 seconds left before this book goes away and we move on to another one. That next book that's coming up is The Marvel Family, number 42, Golden Age from Fawcett Publications. That's coming up next. Coming up shortly, in just a little bit, Conan the Barbarian, Volume 1, Number 16. We're coming up to the 2-minute warning. One final push for this book for now. Star Reach, #1, a Bronze Age Star Reach Productions Make Me an Offer item, featuring the early works of Jim Starlin, Howard Chaykin, and Walt Simonson, with covers by Howard Chaykin and Jim Starlin. First printing, comic-sized issue. First issue of the fanzine. First appearance of Howard Chaykin's Cody Starbuck. November 1977. Grade range 7.5, very fine minus, to 8.5, very fine plus. Minimum accepted offer is $7. All right, my friends, we're right about time to move on to the next book. Please know that anything that has not sold is still available. All right, my friends, moving on. Now, you should know this is a coverless book. But it almost doesn't matter because it's a Golden Age book. Golden Age books, by their very definition, are now rare. All right, here's what we got now. Golden Age Fawcett Publications Make Me an Offer item. It is the Marvel Family, issue number 42. The Marvel Family, issue number 42. Featuring stories by Otto Binder, Walter Farmer, also known as Rod Reed, and Howard Boner. The art is by Kurt Schaffenberger, Bud Thompson, Jack Binder, Howard Bogner, and CC Beck. This issue, as you can see, is coverless. It is missing the cover. I know what the cover looks like, but I have never been in possession of it. I purchased it in this condition. The appearances are by Captain Marvel, Captain Marvel Jr., Mary Marvel, there go the Marvel family, and Dr. Savannah, one of their greatest rivals. There's a first appearance by the Time Master, The Rock, who dies this issue, and Jack Frost. This was published in December of 1949. The grade range is 00, 0.0, which is no grade, to 0.5, poor condition. The minimum accepted offer for this Golden Age book is $1. $1 is the minimum accepted grade for this book. While I'm at it, let me tell you what's coming up next. Once again, it is Conan the Barbarian from Marvel, Volume 1, Issue number 16. We're going to be moving on in just a moment. right, my friends, we're just about done. All right, we're looking for a $1 opening bid, a $1 offer, minimum offer on this issue from 1949, December. The Marvel family, featuring Captain Marvel, Mary Marvel, and Captain Marvel Jr. Minimum accepted offer is $1, but please remember that anything that has not sold is still available. All right, here comes the next one. All right, my friends, here it is. Conan the Barbarian, Volume 1, number 16, from the Bronze Age of Marvel Comics. The stories, there's 2 stories in here, by Roy Thomas. The art and the cover are by Barry Windsor Smith. Of course, back then, he didn't have the name Windsor attached to his Christian name. His surname, rather, his family name. This is a key issue because this includes an early test Conan story reprinted from Chamber of Darkness, number 4, April 1970. It was a test story because Roy Thomas was interested in bringing Conan to Marvel for the first time. So in an arrangement with the license holders, the estate of Robert E. Howard, and editor Stan Lee, they tested out a story that would feature a barbarian. He pretty much looked like Conan the way Barry Windsor Smith drew him in the first issue, because he also drew that story. But he was not named Conan because the contract was not finalized for Marvel to do a Conan comic or any kind of Conan story. So they changed the names, basically. And they put in elements of modern contemporary life mixed in with the character. And it was kind of written from the author's perspective, as if it were Robert E. Howard that actually wrote the story. A fascinating look-see, because on the strength of how well the story was received in Chamber of Darkness number 4, it did very well sales-wise. Shortly after that, Conan the Barbarian premiered in Marvel Comics with the first issue. This issue came out in July of 1972. The grade range is 5.0, very good fine, to 6.0, fine condition. The minimum accepted offer on this series is $12. $12 is the minimum accepted offer on this series. Coming up next, my friends, after this, more Robert E. Howard goodness. We've got another Robert E. Howard item. Well, Robert E. Howard's Solomon Kane, a sketchbook by Gary Gianni. That is coming up next, and it's a cool book. All right, my friends, we're moving on. Anything that has not sold is still available. Great little book this is. This is a modern age. Wandering Star Publishing. Make me an offer item. It is Robert E. Howard's Solomon Kane, a sketchbook by Gary Gianni. Love his work. Absolutely love his work. Gary Gianni. Okay. All the stories written inside are by, or rather chapters, are written by Robert E. Howard, having been the creating force behind Conan the Barbarian, Bran Macmorn, and King Cole. All the art inside is by Gary Gianni, including this nifty little postcard of an oil painting of Solomon Kane, the Puritan adventurer and demon slayer. Here's some of his pen and ink work. It's all throughout the book. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, this is awesome. This is a first edition book. It's a promotional booklet for the Savage Tales of Solomon Kane publication. It comes in its original printed envelope sleeve. There, you can see it right there. Complete with the 4x6 Solomon Kane painting postcard done by Gary Gianni. This book came out in 1997. The grade ranges between 9.8 near mint and 9.9 mint condition. The minimum accepted offer for this book is $28. The work in this book is just absolutely amazing. The pencil work, the pen and ink. Make me an offer, my friends. Minimum accepted offer on this book is $28. The Solomon Kane sketchbook. We're going to move on to our next book. Coming up next is The Adventures of Big Boy, issue number 159. How cool is this? If you know about Big Boy at all, you've eaten at the Bob's Big Boy restaurants. It's cool stuff. Bob's Big Boy has this cute little character in the checkered overalls as the mascot for the restaurant. And they made several comic books, but they were not on sale. They were distributed for free, and you could only get them at Bob's Big Boy restaurant. This is a Bronze Age Bob's Big Boy Make Me an Offer item. This came out the first year of the Bronze Age of comics, this issue, 1970. This is The Adventures of Big Boy, number 159. All the stories are uncredited. The art and the cover are by Manny Stallman. They were originally distributed for free at Bob's Big Boy restaurant locations across Arizona, Southern Nevada, and Southern California. The grade range on this is 7.0, fine, very fine, to 8.0, very fine condition. The minimum accepted offer is $7. Make me an offer, my friends. Minimum accepted offer is $7. Looks like we'll have time for one more book after this. By the way, that next and last book is going to be Batman Volume 3, number 90, another key issue. First full appearance of Punchline and the Designer. All right, my friends, we're moving on. You can say goodbye to Big Boy. Anything that has not sold is still available. This is the last book of the day. This is all we have time for. We may do another show tomorrow, maybe as late as Monday. This issue is from the Diamond Age of Comics. The Diamond Age of DC Comics. This is Batman Volume 3, number 90. The story is by James Tynion IV, art and cover by George Jimenez. This is a key issue, the first full appearance of Punchline and the Designer, the new criminal mastermind in Gotham. There's lots of villain appearances in this issue, including the Penguin, Gunsmith, Harley Quinn, Catwoman, Merlin, Cheshire, Mr. Teeth, the Riddler, Deathstroke, and the Joker. This issue came out in April 2020. The grade range is 9.8 near mint to 9.9 mint condition. The minimum accepted offer on this issue is $15. Sorry about that. We're going to close out the show with this issue. This is Batman Volume 3, number 90. Make me an offer. The minimum accepted offer is $15. Anything below $15 on this issue will not be considered. That's all right. We're almost done for today's show. We sold Alien, the illustrated story, original graphic novel to Reyes. We also had for today, our today's Lightning Rod special value was Weird Western Tales, Volume 1, number 12. We had, you saw on the last show, Dead Man, Volume 2, number 1B. We also had Howard the Duck, Volume 1, number 9. Superman, Volume 1, number 168. Star Reach, number 1, which I think you saw the last show. The Marvel Family, number 42 from the Golden Age. It's a coverless issue, and we offered it for an opening value of $1. Conan the Barbarian, Volume 1, number 16 from Marvel. Robert E. Howard's Solomon Kane, a sketchbook by Gary Gianni, a gorgeous book. And just before this Batman, we did Adventures of the Big Boy from Bob's Big Boy Restaurants, issue number 159. Oh, wow. All right, my friends. Looks like we're done for today's show. I want to thank everybody who tuned in and participated. Lightningrod can't do shows like this without you. So thank you so much. Your patronage is greatly and always appreciated. Please remember in future shows to like and share us on Facebook and to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Lightningrod Collectibles. Those are our calls to action, and they will be rewarded. For every 10th person during the show that likes and shares and posts the word shared in the comment feed on Facebook Live, and for every 10th person who subscribes to the YouTube channel during the show, you guys will get a free mystery grab bag of comics valued at $25. You will be asked for shipping charges. Shipping charges will apply. We love you guys. I love you guys. It's always appreciated when you show up. You have been watching episode number 439 of Lightningrod Collectibles Live, simulcast on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. I am your host, and I remain your host, Michael D. Lepine. Thank you so much for joining us. We may have another show tomorrow. If we don't have one tomorrow, we'll definitely have one Monday. Please join us whenever we show up, bringing you the best and the coolest of the diamond, modern, copper, bronze, silver, and even the golden age of comics. Love you one and all. Keep reading those comics.